I think it's about time I give my thoughts on Screw Attack's death battle between Digimon and Pokemon. When I first heard the announcement that they were doing this, I was rather excited and I was looking forward to it. Now that I've seen it, damn. Yeah, I got just what I wanted from that death battle. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, um, so the setup was, Wiz and Boomstick. They had uh, Red and his Charizard, go up against Tai and Agumon. They have their subsequent forms, their higher forms, uh, and and have both the Digimon and the partners involved to some extent. I was surprised about that. I didn't necessarily think that the partners would be involved to the point that they were. Like with Taichi beating up Red, punching him, sucker punching him. That man, that was funny. I mean, some Pokemon, I should probably say fanboys would probably say that Taichi was cheating, and it's like the animation of the death battle is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, calm down. I got to see War Greymon fight Mega Charizard X. That was sweet. And I had a feeling those Dragon Monster Destroyers, gauntlets, those Draymon Destroyer gauntlets were going to really be a deciding factor in that fight. And I was right. I mean, I guess, well, at least in the animation, there was a distraction between the Charizard. It was brutal. Freaking slashed him like 7 times. In reality, that would have hacked him to pieces. Like if they took that literally, that would have hacked him to pieces, because that hacked Machine Dramon to pieces. Okay? So I'm pretty sure that would have happened with him. Of course, we know about Metal Sea Dramon, what happened to him as well. One complaint I might have is they did skip Metal Greymon, which, I wanted to see Metal Greymon, fight for a bit, but oh well. They didn't use Charmeleon or Charmander, so, I can't expect them to use all of Agumon's forms either. At least we got to see it in the Warped Evolution sequence, in a way. Let's see, what else? Yeah, also the way that both, Red and his Charizard, got incinerated. Talk about your childhood getting kicked in the fucking balls. I mean, don't get me wrong. I wanted War Greymon to win, but I don't think I expected it to be that, brutal. Heck, I didn't even expect Red to die. I didn't even expect either of the humans to die in the death battle. But they, Chad and Ben wanted to include it, so they're the ones that play Wiz and Boomstick. Anything else? Yeah, the analysis was pretty well done. I'm glad they acknowledged everything they could. Well, they did acknowledge everything, and I actually did watch Mega Charizard X, a few videos of him in preparation for the death battle. Yeah, he's pretty strong. I mean, and he also apparently beat Mewtwo, but I watched that and I wasn't too impressed. It didn't take Mega Charizard X that much force to knock Mewtwo out. Not in that video, I never got the impression, oh, War Greymon can't take that. And then I saw other videos and he's tough, but you can't, but War Greymon is a dragon killer, War Greymon won a death battle. Fuck yeah. No disrespect towards Charizard or the Pokemon fans, not fanboys, fans, Charizard is actually one of my favorite Pokemon, I've in the early Pokemon games, I haven't played too many Pokemon games, only like a couple or a few, and, I have had him in my team before, he's cool. but he's not as big as you'd think he'd be. Apparently, he's 5'7". It's like, really? He's that small? I'm taller than that. You know. Also, let me see. I think another complaint I might have had is, and keep in mind these are all minor complaints. Overall, I still love the death battle regardless. But I would have liked the Terra Force or the Gaia Force, what it's called in the original Japanese version. I would have liked that to have been used for more than just essentially a mercy killing, because by the time War Greymon used it, uh, Mega Charizard X was already pretty much screwed. I mean, he was gonna die pretty quickly, anyways, because he was cut up so much he would have bled to death. And Red's legs were fucking like smashed. Oh man. Yeah, and I guess Taichi gave him a black eye too. Well, I guess Red's not a fighter. I mean, the Pokemon trainers don't typically fight. Taichi is more. It's more about survival in Digimon, so he definitely would have been more adept at fighting than he was. I guess than Red was. Well, hey, at least he didn't have Marcus Damon on his ass. And just imagine if Marcus Damon punched him. He would have went flying into a fucking, he would have like been smashed into a fucking mountain with one punch. But how that works is a whole nother subject. I'm not gonna get into that right now. Um, But yeah. Also, for all the Digimon, I guess I should say fanboys or whatever. Don't rub it in their faces. Don't rub it in Pokemon fans' faces. Okay. I don't hate Pokemon. I really don't. I mean, I think it's pretty freaking overrated, but it's still it's still a fun, good series. And Charizard is still cool. He just wasn't strong enough to beat War Greymon, that's all. Anything else? Well, I hope they do another, death battle between a Digimon and a Pokemon, in the future. I'd like to see it. I have said before I'd like to see Metal Seadramon versus Lugia. And of course, there's lots of legendary Pokemon, and there's lots of burst mode Digimon, and just Digimon that would be like legendary, god tier status. There's quite the possibilities, and of course we're not going to see another death battle between a Digimon and a Pokemon for some time if we do see another. And I like the show in general. I heard Bayonetta is going to be, if not the next death battle, it is definitely going to be in season 3. So that's all well and good. And Digimon fans and Pokemon fans alike, have a good day.